Hello buddy and welcome back to Roots, and can we be honest, that last episode was a bit of a disaster. I don't know if you could tell, but the actual recording when I was like going to see if my mace had been deleted and all that, I was a defeated man. I'd been changed. I didn't do an outro or anything. I had to record that later. I was really upset, I'm not gonna lie. He's still over there somewhere, and I don't really know how we're gonna beat him right now. I'd asked you guys if using a minimap was not vanilla enough, or if you felt like that kind of complimented the vanilla style. Brew had an opinion. He said, personally, I think a minimap is too far past the line, but I think you should be able to use waypoints for sure. I've been trying to make Roots as vanilla as possible, and I've decided that I agree with Vu, and I'm actually going to go a little bit further. I'm going to try not using waypoints either. So here's what I'm doing. I've got a compass, so instead of using this gigantic F3 menu, which is fine, I'm gonna just put this. So I've still just got a little bit of F3 menu information right at the top of the screen, only when I'm holding a compass. That feels vanilla to me. Zooming now requires a spyglass. I don't think I've ever used a spyglass in Minecraft before. And I'm not gonna know where I die unless I use a recovery compass to go find my stuff. Another really cool thing that I haven't really used much in the past is what we call a compass. No, I'm just kidding. It's a lodestone. Oh, small update. I grinded forever to get these stupid levels because I'd lost my Fortune 3 pickaxe when the Wither first killed me. I think it was somewhere around there. Now, I've got this really nice pickaxe again. I had to grind so many times to 30 levels. It was a chore because I don't have an XP farm. Anywho, lodestones are particularly useful because they can be used to make a single waypoint attached to a compass, essentially. Then we grab ourselves an iron ingot. We can go in here, make ourselves a lodestone. Boom! Country load! Take me home! Isn't this so cool, Catbra? So now this thing, this little guy, this little man is gonna point me to my base for the rest of time. And what I'd like to do, I don't know if it's gonna happen today or not, is I'd like to build waypoint towers, like those towers in Breath of the Wild that you go to and like you fill out your little Sheikah map thing. I want to build towers like that, so I can see them with distant horizons. Like, because distant horizons lets you see so far, like, I don't know what that is over there, but something similar to that little line sticking up, but it's actually supposed to be there, like it's a tower. And so I could see it from a really long distance. I could go to it, and it would have a bunch of maps stashed away, different, if in case I die or I'm lost, I can go to one of these towers around my world and find this stash of maps that's got my waypoints, maybe some more compasses that lead back to my base. I don't know, I just think that sounds super cool. It's also an example of how removing the waypoint mod is actually going to make me engage with in-game features more, which I just think is awesome. Okay, so here's my thoughts. We take some iron bars, chains, and we go down. Can you craft mossy cobble? I don't think I have it. You literally put vines or moss blocks in with cobblestone. Okay, all right. Luckily for me, I know where some vines are. So here's what I'm thinking. We have this like, I don't know the word for it. Something kind of like this. I'm gonna round it out a little bit more with some of these stairs. There. Something like this. It's missing something. What is it? It's growing on me. I'm actually, oh, you know what we could do? Oh, I quite like the vines on it. Need a couple more buttons. Yeah, that's growing on me. And then all we need to do is jump up and hit that, and it's going right there. I like how that looks. It's like this jungle artifact thing. A little weird from this side. Hold on. How's this? How do you feel about this? I quite like it. I think that's a lot better. All right, let's give this a shot. That might just be it. Oh, that little splash of color just adds some. I quite like it. I think that might be what we go with. Yeah, so whenever we need a new recovery compass, or a new lodestone compass, if we were to die and lose this one, we just jump up, get that, and it's pointing this direction. Now, wherever we go, this compass will lead us back home. Now, what I'd like to do today is actually maybe try to build one of those towers today, I had a thought. I'm wondering if it would be cool. So these towers are probably going to be scattered throughout the world. You know, we'll do it every, I don't know, like 500 blocks or something like that. We'll have a specific distance. But because these things are going to be throughout the world and not just in one specific area, what if we did them like per biome? So in the jungle, the tower might look all jungly, and we made out of jungle wood, jungle fences, and whatever. Whereas in the mountains, maybe it would be this big stone monolith thing. In the grasslands, it would be a grassy looking, I don't know. I'm all for the cool factor here. We're going to need a horse to take us to wherever we want to build this tower. Where's Xaero? Oh wait, he's probably still in this hole. Sorry, bud. Oh, I forgot you can't jump. Terribly sorry, how silly of me. We actually need a lead. I'll be right back. Don't run anywhere. Stefan deserves the gold. Leapfrog deserves the diamond. Hey, boss. How's it going? I'm looking for a scout tower. You know, one of those Breath of the Wild things. Have you ever played Breath of the Wild, boss? I'm a little too short for that. Why is there a single pink carpet missing? This is an atrocity. I'll be back, boss. This wool farm, I'm so glad I built it. Like, it was one of the first things I built. Because it has served me so well. Like, look how much I have in all these barrels. It's almost a full barrel of each color. I haven't been farming wool manually. This has just all been running in the background all the time. Okay, before I fix the carpet, I would like to put it on top of this. I'm wondering if we could do a tower, like, over there? Or we could go and do one on the mountain, which might be more visible more places. Yeah, on second thought, I'm thinking maybe the mountain might be better to do. It almost reminds me of those towers from Lord of the Rings, you know, where they light up a big chain. I don't know. Something about them being in the mountains reminds me of that. Alright, boss. Here's your carpet. So when I think of mountains, I think tall, strong, snow-capped. What if I do something like stone bricks and then a transition to quartz as it goes higher? We can maybe use some white concrete as like a transitional block. That could be interesting. I'm probably gonna need a lot more quartz. All right, Leapfrog, away we go. Over to the mountains, where we shall build our first lookout tower. We need to find the highest spot here. This is a nice little cozy area to build right here, but it's not super high. We don't want to build like right on the peak either. Oh wait, that's a nice little flat area. That might work. It's pretty high up too. Yeah, this just might be, this just might be the place we do this. Okay. I don't need the tower to be like super wide, but I do want to be able to have like a staircase or ladder in it. Why is it so cloudy up here? Am I in the middle of a cloud? 36, 37, 48, 50. How am I gonna get down? I mean, this will certainly be visible from everywhere. 50 blocks. That's gonna, I'm not gonna have enough blocks. Yeah, that's quite the tower, alright. So basically the things that I know I want on this tower are threefold. One, a way to be able to climb up to the top of the tower and look out, because that would be pretty sick. Two, I want campfires, because now that I've got the Lord of the Rings smoke thing in my head, we're gonna do that. So I want some campfires at the very top, so smoke is coming up from the top of it. The final thing that I want is an area for maps and compasses and all sorts of cartography things. Doesn't necessarily have to be within the tower itself. It could be like a small tent. And with that, we're out of blocks. We got pretty far though. Yeah, I say we at least got probably 8 blocks out of the 50. We're gonna need to go mining. Yeah, I actually really like the idea of like a campsite around here. Like some cartographer, we could even have a cartographer villager. Some cartographer went over to this land, to this tower, and he's kind of the keeper of the tower. Now I don't know which way base is, but the compass does. And this is our first time actually using the Loadstone compass. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's going straight through a cloud right now. It'd be cool to have them so there are maps there with a bunch of waypoints of some local areas, whether that's spawners or cool places to build bases, or villages, or generated structures. Each tower could have maps local to their area. Okay, the cloud is passing and the tower is becoming more visible. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I left all my quartz down at the bottom. Oh no. Gotta go get it all. Could I make this jump onto the horse? I totally could, right? Totally. Nice! Man, it's so nice to come back and have items actually there when I die. Okay, that looks pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. This is a weird effect. Alright, here we are. The tower's finished. It's really hard to see with these clouds in the way, but look at this. Look, there's the boss. There's this little penthouse. Hey boss! Hey boss, can you see me from here? Oh my gosh, this is sick. Distant Horizons is just the coolest mod ever. Oh, that is sick! So we've got this big boy here. Got the whole staircase going up. Now I just want to build this tent. Now listen, I don't know how to build a tent. This looks like an absolute mess right now. And it'll probably look like a mess when it's done, don't get me wrong. But I think it might look neat. Okay, I think I've got the basic tent shape laid out. Now I want a stake kind of holding this thing up. I'm gonna need to go get some supplies for like a cartography table. I'm gonna have to figure out how we get a villager over here. And then we'll have to have like some storage for maps, which I assume I'll probably just put in like barrels back here. I'll decorate the inside of this tent a little bit and make it look like it's his workstation. It's where he lives. But for now, I want to see how this looks from a distance. There it is, off in the distance. You can't see the glowstone, which I figured would be the case. And it looks like, for some reason, Distant Horizon makes it look like the quartz is going down the sides when it's actually not. But from a distance, you can definitely tell that's a tower. Do you want to go together? Do you want me to go myself? Okay. Dang. Quay. Gotcha. Nope. Yeah, barely. Keep busy. Actually, getting a villager up here is going to be an absolute nightmare, and I may actually just wait until the happy gas comes out, and then I'm able to fly him over there. But I can at least decorate the place for now. Alright, let's do some decoration in here. I'd like to have a pot out, a chest and bed. Can have a clock up here just for funsies. Put a flower pot on the crafting table with a little mushroom. And the cartography table itself, maybe we put next to the pot. Again, I need to bring some torches or lanterns or something, and I also need to have a villager in it eventually. Oh, one thing I could do is I can make a little map. Yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh, this place is gonna be so cool. I keep moving things and then deciding I like them where I first put them after all. Does that marker move when I move? I don't really know how maps work, to be honest. I never use them. Never had to, because I had a mini-map. Why is that cursor there? I don't like that cursor. Okay, awesome. Well, I'm gonna put some empty maps here in his chest. And then yeah, we'll bring back some lights and we'll start our first waypoint.